Welcome to a tutorial video that will show you how to create assignments on Haiku. Before we begin, I want to tell you about an alternate path to a similar destination as it pertains to creating assignments. And then we'll circle back and I'll show you how to create assignments from the Assignment Center, which is what I imagine most people would want to use. However, if you are the type of teacher who maybe has a Haiku page for every lesson or every couple of lessons, and you wanted your assignment to appear on that particular page, this first step is the step that you would follow. So you would go to a class where you are the teacher on and you have editing privileges over. You would go to Add Content Block, go to this third tab, it says Messages and Activities, click on Assignments, and follow the prompts through. This will be very similar to creating assignments through the Assignment Center, which is what I imagine most teachers will do. So let's head there now. So in this Assignment Center, this is where you will create assignments as well as review any submitted student work. So let's get started with creating an assignment first. So go over here to Add Assignment and give your assignment a title. I'm going to call this Haiku Practice Questions for Tutorial Video. Just a quick note that there is a new feature on Haiku where you can create a rubric and attach it to the assignment so students will know how they're going to be graded. Next, on this detail box right here, you can put in a description of the assignment, and I thoroughly recommend that because it gives students some repetition so that they can see and understand the expectations that you have set for an assignment. And it's pretty simple. Pretty much all I do is I go to the assignment that I'm going to include, copy it. These green rings around my circle, or my cursor was kind of messing with me there for a second. So I'm going to copy the description that I want to use, paste it in, and this is just a reminder of your expectations for the assignment. So for the schedule, you have the option of if you don't want to assign a due date, or if you're doing something well in advance, you can assign a due date well in advance. Next, you would go to Attach from Google Drive. Please note that you do not need to attach something from Google Drive or to upload a file for every assignment that you're going to use. But if you wanted students to respond to questions that you have created in a Google Doc and you didn't want to type these questions up here, you could create that in Google Doc, put the questions, attach it from the Google Drive, and it will serve as a template. This is also true if you wanted them to maybe use an outline template or something similar. You can create that document that they will be working with, and then they have that starting point from which they can begin their assignment. Click on Attach from Google Drive, and you will be brought to the File Upload menu. You might be looking and you see some documents that maybe you didn't edit recently, and you're like, oh geez, my documents maybe been pushed to the bottom, or I don't really know what I was working with. So you can go over here to the sort options, which is this button over here. Then you have 4 options. You can do last modified, which was last modified by anyone, last modified by me, which was the document last modified by you, last opened by you, or the name of the document. I highly recommend that you have some sort of common nomenclature that you follow for when you're naming documents, because this will make things much easier for you. So I can see that I want to use Haiku practice questions, so I'm going to click on that and I'm going to attach it. And this, I want to bring your attention to this section right here, Share Mode. If you click this drop-down menu, you have 4 options. By default, I believe it is set to read only. This will force students to create a copy of the document that you have and kind of breaks the link between any collaborative features between students and the Google document. If you wanted students to comment on a document, they would select comment. If you wanted your students to collaborate on a document, like maybe you were brainstorming something or you wanted the whole class participation, you would select collaborate. Or you can select PDF finally, which will create a PDF for your document. Get in the habit of checking your share mode and making sure that it is selected for the mode that is appropriate for the type of assignment that you're going to have your students complete. So you will then press save and it will create the assignment. In the next video, I'm going to show you what things look like from the student's end.